So I just finished learning CLL. CLL is an algorithm set for when, if you did your standard algorithm, you wouldn't have a completed layer. This is pretty much guaranteeing me a PLL skip every time. And if I do CLL, and of course, trying to solve it one-handed, but it's a separate algorithm which will solve the entire cube. And so maybe I can better demonstrate from here. So the standard algorithm for the H case. Normally you would just see this and you wouldn't even focus on the rest of the pieces, but instead I'll be looking at all the pieces on top, and I'll know that I can do that algorithm. But in other cases, where this looks the same normally, I can notice the difference and do that second algorithm to properly do it. And there are 42 cases, and I've just finished learning all of them, still getting my recognition done. But this is the algorithms I used. So this is all of them. It looks daunting. It's not that bad, but these algorithms you do last. And okay, so the way I did it was I started with the H cases, and my favourite place to start really was these, because he made it very easy, and I wrote them in a book at first, but really I just noticed I do better, and so I use all the algorithms from this video except for this bottom one, and I did try and look for some that worked for myself, and I also took some from CLL on 3x3, which is a bad idea, but you know, and so yeah. And he didn't have the T cases, so I used Chris Olsen's T cases video. Oh, so bless me. T cases weren't that hard. For this one, you can technically rotate and just do the adjacent swap, but actually, this case is not hard at all. The T cases are all quite easy, actually. They're just kind of different. The L cases look difficult to learn, but actually, these two are very similar. These two are 3x3 algorithms, and that's the standard algorithm, and that's just the inverse of another thing, so they're very easy. And then, the thing about the pi and U cases, they're just really easy to recognise, especially pi. You get stuff like checkerboard or just 2 bars, and then this, it's just really not hard. And so it starts getting harder to recognise. Like, the only hard to recognise L cases are these ones, where you have to check if it's opposite or adjacent, that piece. And then I got to the SIN cases, and they're daunting, really. The algorithms aren't difficult, and the way to do them is to learn the corresponding anti-SUN algorithm when you learn a SUN one. So you'll know the first two, but you got to learn what that one is, because they're recognised very similar, and you don't recognise it from that angle. Recognise it from sorry about this. I'm doing this one-handed with my right hand. That does not work. So, you'd recognise anti-SUN from this angle, because then the recognition is just exactly mirrored of SUN. And I'm just scrambling the cube at this point. So, that's what happens when I try and use my right hand. And then, they're all very similar, like this and this are two very similar cases. This you can just use the inverse for pretty easily. And so with that, I guess I'd learn all of them. So yeah, but I didn't just learn them. My first thing was to use this and just generate random cases, and I've just set it to any case right now, but you can use single subsets. It's a nice trainer. And then if you don't know it, you can just click get case info and it will tell you the algorithm. And yeah, and you can also see a picture for recognition. And my last thing, I have this session, CS timer, and I do enter times, so I do them like with a stack net. And but I don't like put the cube down. I do like the sort of wrists on it thing. I just want the accuracy of this. But if I'm doing an actual solve, I put my wrists on it. And this will generate a CLL case for you. And so I'm putting this down again. And so, well, give me a second. This is one of the odd cases which I tend to forget. So these are opposite, making it, yeah, okay. Anyway, so you'll just do the scramble and it will have a layer completed, and so all you have to do is your CLL, which here is like that, and really so you need, and so I'm going to be just drilling these algorithms for the rest of the day really, because I don't have a lot to do. And so yeah, this is a really nice thing to know, because I want to start doing well at 2x2, and I guess the next step is for me to start learning EG. I didn't even notice there was a plastic cover on this. Jesus. So yeah, I'm gonna like reward them. If I only have a Coke here. So, I'm just destroying everything today. Now. I think I only have Coke Zero. Just falling over stuff today. One single Coke Zero. So I'm going to start the training. I might record me doing CLL training. And yeah. Hopefully my method is a good way to learn it. Definitely use these algorithms. Chris Olsen is amazing at 2x2 and he knows how to find good algorithms. So yeah, thanks for watching.